to finally get out there on a game again?
It feels good. Throwing all the lives and stuff just not the same. When you get back out there and face another team, it's fun.
Did it feel like it's been a long time with the injury and everything that happened last year?
Yeah, but it's nothing I hadn't had before, so it's I've been through most of this already, so it's just another spring.
When you are working through, coming back to recovery, is there anything, what goes through your mind as you're just like, I'm waiting for this chance, How do you keep yourself going?
Just come in and do your work. The time's going to come eventually. You just show up every day, do your work, and just get ready and try to prepare to go out there.
How much do you communicate with the pitching coaches about how you're feeling and, what they want you to be at as you go through the early parts of this spring?
Feel-wise, it's, we've kind of got back to we feel normal. My first few bullpens in off-season, they were asking how we felt, make sure everything felt good, and, it's been good since then. So now it's just, we're working on some pitch shapes and stuff like that, and it's not really, we don't really even think about the injury. So.
Sweeney said that he came out and saw you in North Carolina. What was that, visit like, and what are some things you guys worked on and talked about?
It was good. We just had he called me and said he was going to be nearby, so I went and met him for lunch one day. We just talked about, we talked a little bit about baseball. We really just talked about, getting to know each other. I was around some last year, but when you're not pitching, it's, you don't talk to people as much. So it was more of just like getting to know him good and getting some ideas of what we wanted to do coming into spring. But other than that, it was just a little hangout session.
What's your biggest focus? What's your biggest focus this spring?
Every year my biggest focus is health, but really just dialing in the slider. We've had been trying to new grips and all this, so we're trying to just get it dialed in and get a lot of confidence in it to be able to have a fourth pitch this year.
When you're talking about new grips, is that just more of a comfort thing? Is it, landing into the zone? What are you looking for?
Yeah, it's more of comfort. I bounce it around in my hand. I've never been able to find a really good grip that I think feels good. So we finally found one that, for the first time, I feel like I like. So we're just going to try to hammer that in and try to keep everything sharp. So.
I think it was only 12 pitches. Did you throw a slider or two today?
I threw 3 today.
Okay,
yeah.
So pretty good amount relative to the rest of the pitches.
So.
Is that when you are out there on the mound? Is that going to be like a focus, making sure you're throwing that in games, or is that more of like a bullpen kind of pitch?
It's going to be more in game. I just don't get the intensity enough in the bullpen to be able to really work on it. But to an extent, we got to. I want to throw a lot of sliders. I got to make sure I don't, lose the feel on the other stuff. So I got to try to mix everything as good as I can and just throw everything as much as possible to just try to get everything working. So that's the big thing.
And a couple of pitches registered as a splitter. Is that something that you throw?
Yeah,
okay.
I throw a
so
splitter.
It's not like a change up or anything?
Yeah, it's a splitter.
Nice. And you feel good with like the velo and everything?
Yeah, everything's I think right on.
Yeah, a couple
right
of
on
96, 97s.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think we're good.
Awesome.